Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. This is probably one of the most popular quotes about learning effectively. And this comes from Benjamin Franklin, a writer, a philosopher, a politician, a scientist, an inventor, a humorist, a civic activist, a statesman, and a diplomat. A man who is full of wisdom. Hi guys, welcome back to my class. This is Teacher Adam, and here is your weekly dose of English lessons. This quotable line I have given you is just one of the many Benjamin Franklin shared. To improve your academic requirements, such as essays or articles, you may quote statements like this. Quoting is copying the exact words of an author or speaker. It adds power to your paper as the quote supports your ideas. It may also help you strengthen your argument and go against opposing views. There are two ways on how we can quote an author or a speaker, and these are what we are going to discuss today. Join me as we learn about direct and indirect speech. Direct speech repeats or quotes the exact words spoken. These words are placed in quotation marks. Here's an example. John said, "I am sick." On the other hand, indirect speech, which is also known as reported speech, reports something about what was said. It no longer uses quotation marks. Rather, it uses report verbs like say, tell, and ask. From the direct speech example, John said, "I am sick," it will be, John said that he was sick. Obviously, there are changes that we need to observe in transforming a direct speech to indirect and vice versa. Let's list these changes one by one and know the steps. First, remove the comma and the quotation marks. Next, add a word that. A reminder, this rule does not apply to report verbs ask and tell. Let's have a simple example. Direct speech. Leah said, "I am hungry." Indirect speech. Leah said that she was hungry. Notice how the comma was replaced by that, and the quotation marks were removed. Then, change the pronouns. Make sure that they are number, gender, and person appropriate. Take these sentences as examples. Direct speech. May said, "I am sad." Indirect speech. May said that she was sad. Notice that the pronoun I replaces may, the subject in the sentence. May is a singular female third-person noun, so we also need to use a singular female third-person pronoun. That's why we changed I to she. Direct speech. Tony and Tom said, "We want to go to Paris." Indirect speech. Tony and Tom said that they wanted to go to Paris. Notice that the pronoun we refers to Tony and Tom, the subjects in the sentence. This subject is plural and in third-person point of view, so we also need to use a plural third-person pronoun to replace it. That's why we changed we to they. Here are how pronouns are transformed. I hope you were able to follow the first few steps because the next ones are more complex. We will be focusing on the changes in verb tenses, situations, and forms. The fourth step is to change the tense of the verbs. To know what verb tense to use, there are two major parts to check. The first one is the report verb, and the other one is the verb in the quoted part. Let's have example sentences to better understand the possible changes. Lily exclaims, "I love Saturdays." Notice that the report verb exclaims in this sentence is in simple present tense. Therefore, the verb in the quoted part must also be in the same verb tense when the sentence is transformed. Lily exclaims that she loves Saturdays. In this transformed sentence, the verb love is in simple present tense. It is added with s since the subject she is singular. Let's have another example. Lily said, "I am tired." Notice that the report verb said in this sentence is in simple past tense. Therefore, the verb in the quoted part must also be in the same verb tense once transformed. Lily said that she was tired. In this transformed sentence, the verb am was changed to was, its simple past form. This matches the subject she, which is singular. But what if the verb in the quoted part is already in past tense? This is what you need to do. For example, Mark said, "I baked cookies." Since both the report verb said and the verb in the quoted part baked are in past tense, it will transform to Mark said that he had baked cookies. In this transformed sentence, the verb baked is changed to its past perfect form. Had is added to it, and baked is now in its participle form. How about if the verb in the quoted part is in future tense? Or what if it has a modal with it? Follow these changes. Jack said, "I will take a test tomorrow." Noah claimed, "I can meet all my deadlines this week." The indirect speech forms of these sentences are: Jack said that he would take a test the next day. Noah claimed that he could meet all his deadlines that week. Notice how the modals will and can changed to would and could simply because the report verbs in the sentences said and claimed are both in simple past tense. There are more changes that must be made depending on the types of verb tenses. But for now, these are what you need to master. Reminder: do not change the tense of the verb if a general truth is reported. For example, Jim said the earth is round. Jim said that the earth is round. Now, let's move to the fifth step. Never forget to change the situation. This includes adverbs of time and place and demonstratives. Observe these examples. Peter said, "I did this exercise yesterday." Peter said that he did that exercise the previous day. In this set of examples, this is changed to that, and yesterday is changed to the previous day. Mia said, "I am here." Mia said that she was there. In this set of examples, here is changed to there. Here are some more expressions that you need to change. The same rules apply for questions and orders or requests. there will be just minor differences. Notice these examples. For questions, Paul asked, "Where is my wallet?" Paul asked where his wallet was. For any WH questions, change the be verb according to the verb tense of the report verb. Then place it at the end part of the sentence. Jay asked, "Are you happy?" Jay asked if he was happy. For yes/no questions, add a word if. Next, change the quoted part to a statement by switching the positions of the subject and the verb. Then, change the be verb or modal according to the verb tense of the report verb. For orders or requests, Caleb ordered Bill, "Clean my boots." Caleb ordered Bill to clean his boots. Zia requested, "Please help me." Zia requested to please help her. Notice that the only minor change that must be done is to add the word "to" before the quoted part. Then everything will remain the same. It's now time for us to check how well you understood our lesson for today. Get ready for your homework number 21. Download the document file that was uploaded in Schoology. This contains the sentences below. Change the speeches to their counterpart form. Follow all the rules discussed. Read the complete instructions in the homework link. For questions, please send me a message. It's time for reflection. So before our discussion ends, here's a verse I'd like to share with you. Matthew 15:11. It is not what goes into the mouth that defiles a person, but what comes out of the mouth. This defiles a person. Since our topic for today is about speech, our verse has something to do with it too. This verse is a reminder of how important guarding our words is. We know the fact that what comes out of our mouth is what our hearts contain. If we are not careful of our words, and they hurt, harm, or humiliate people, this means that we hold evil things inside us. Therefore, we need the power of the Lord to cleanse us and purify us from our sins. We may also ask Him to fill us with His words, that our speech will always reflect His character. Praise be to God. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. For questions and clarifications, take note of them for the meantime, and let's talk about them in our live class. Or you may also book a consultation schedule with me. I sincerely hope that you learned something today. See you on my next video. Stay safe and God bless.